Hello pretties, welcome to Ethereal. So it's kind of really gloomy outside. I hope you guys can see me fine, but I am trying to film my favorites video for 2025, which I don't think I've done this before, or maybe I have, but I've definitely not consistently been doing. And I just want to talk about products that I really enjoy. I still plan on doing a top 5, bottom 5 purchases, but my thing is that a lot of the things that I have here have a few new favorites, but for the most part, a lot of these are like old news. But that's okay, because that just shows that I'm still loving them, and I'm using them, and I'm liking the products that I have, you know? And that's what it's about, because I'm not a review channel. I'm not a let's buy all the makeup out there channel. I'm more about like using and just enjoying the products that I love and just using my makeup. So I'm essentially gonna do a get ready with me and just kind of go through my favorite items, or my favorite item in that category. Some of them I have a lot of options to choose from, and some of them I really don't. If you've never watched my makeup inventory, I encourage you to. Sorry, I have to pull something out. Oh my god. Why is it so low? Here you go. Ugh. Okay. I encourage you to watch my makeup inventory. I think it's really fun. But I will be filming a new one in a few weeks. Normally, this kind of video is something that I will film and post later in the year. Primer, I'm gonna start with my Rare Beauty, and this is like my second or third tube, and look where we're at. Like, I am loving. I already repurchased it. It is, however, my only primer, but I for a long time had the same few that I rotated through, so this is nice. I really like it. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I love that for me. God, I really lost my train of thought. Oh right, I was saying about filming. I normally film this kind of video later in the year. I usually try to take the few days, it's like usually like 4 or 5 days between like Christmas and New Year's off. However, this year I'm not, because I'm going to Vegas next week, and those would have been my vacation time that I would have used at that time, which now I can't. So that's and I usually take that time. I'm not really going anywhere, just kind of stay at home and just film and prepare my project pans and like everything that I need to for the year. My favorite eye primer, true and true, I keep using this one, is one from Rare Beauty. I really do love this one. I can't wait for this one to be my only eye primer. We're almost there. I just keep getting some from like gift with purchases, and so I've been using the ones that I get for free instead of using the one that I really love. But when I travel, I do always travel with this one. Rare Beauty is more of a newer favorite for me. I think I got it at some time last year, and I've just really been loving it. And I think earlier this year I had a few other primers that I was trying to work through, and then eventually I did, and now that is currently the Rare Beauty, the only primer that I have, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But anyway, back to what I was saying about filming. Normally I would take that week to just film and prepare for next year. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I'm gonna film this, and then right after this I'm going to film my plan to pan for 2026, which I've had to start a lot sooner than I normally would. So fingers crossed. Alright, for eyeshadow, this was a really hard one because I do own quite a few eyeshadow palettes, and I very much wanted to do the Danessa Myricks ones, the Lightworks, because I've really been enjoying it. But Danessa Myricks has been a new favorite. I just got it in the last month. I got it at the beginning of October. Technically mid-October is when I got it. So I just don't feel like I used it time and time again enough, versus this Makeup by Mario was a favorite last year, and it was a favorite this year, and it was one of my most used palettes, and I've just really been enjoying it. So, you know, if it's good, it's good. You can't knock it for that. But what am I trying to do look wise? Okay, anyway, while I'm doing my eyeshadow, I do want to go over nail favorites, which is a category that I very recently started focusing on a bit more. I did have for the first time ever in my inventory, I added nail sets, nail polishes as part of my categories, which I'm glad I did, because that category is kind of getting out of hand a little bit. And so I am needing to like take it back a notch. Now, I want to talk about nail sets, and this is more of an honorary mention. I recently tried it because my friend Michael who is hugely into nails and like fake nails, and he just wears nails really well. And he was telling me about this brand, which honestly I've never heard of, which is called BT Art Box. I also need to update my spreadsheets, which is why they're here. I bought these 4. I've only worn this set so far, but I loved it. This glue that they have is strong. I felt like I was able to do things that I normally am not able to do with like press-on nails, which was really strange. I rebought this set and I bought a few more sets. I want to specifically shout out the X-Coat because I was looking to their website more, and this X-Coat ones, they have a special glue, not the one that I used, but a special glue that is called UV gel glue, that apparently you have to like UV light it, and that's why it says X-Coat. Like they've made their coat specifically so you can UV light through them, and that glue is supposed to be like crazy strong, and it's supposed to last your nails for weeks. And I wore these nails for like 2 weeks and I was like struggling to get them out. In fact, I still have some of the glue in my nails, which is why I have no nail polish on right now, because I'm having to clean this shit out. So I'm just trying to like live in my nails, like let them breathe and like the glue to fall out on its own. But yeah, so I just want to give a shout out to those nails because honestly, super cute. Like honestly, the nails are like adorably cute. But I was really impressed by the glue formula, which I'm sure you can use the regular glue in with other nail polishes. I mean, with other what's it called? Sets that you may have and own. But specifically that one from the UV gel, I really want to try it. I'll test it out because it's in the mail. It's supposed to arrive next Friday, or this coming Friday, I should say. And I can't wait to kind of wear it and enjoy it and do all the stuff. Okay, anyway, for my actual favorite nail sets that I've been just wearing and adoring and just really enjoying, no surprise to anybody, is gonna be the June and Olive, or Olive and June. Olive and June. The tab ones specifically, because I don't have to put actual nail, and I feel like they're not as bad on my nail. Like I don't struggle as much with it because I don't actually put glue on them. And these ones these ones are already used, and the reason why I'm keeping them is because you can just roll the glue off that nail and then just put a new set of tab glue on it. And for me, they stay on for about 2 weeks. 10 days to like 2 weeks solid for me, sometimes even more than that. I really enjoy these. I've bought many sets of these, specifically the tab ones, and I love them. I'm gonna keep repurchasing them. So like, that's not going anywhere. I really just really enjoy those nails. I think they're really cute and pretty, and I just feel like they do what I want them to do. And I work out, I wash my hands all the time, I'm constantly like doing stuff, washing my brushes, sports. They don't always survive through sports, I'm gonna give you that, because I play football, American football, so catching the ball, I'm like, ooh, some of these quarterbacks, like, they just throw the ball hard and they're like knocking the shit out of my hands. So they have not always survived that, but they're usually a little bit looser by that point. So I just kind of want to put that out there. I don't really know what I'm doing, guys, but I'm not trying to like do too much because I do need to kind of get this going. And then for nail polish, I want to talk about just the light slackers. It's been a few years now that this is the only nail polishes that I've been buying. I like their different like formulas. I like their different finishes. I like, honestly, that they're long lasting. Like I've just found myself that they dry fast, they last long. I also have changed the way I do my nails. Like now I know I need a ridge filler, which I think it was sometime last year or the year before that I found out what a ridge filler was, and it just kind of changed the game for me. Okay, for whatever reason, this side turned out more smoky than this guy. I think I might have used a different shade, so I'm just trying to add a little bit of that smoke on this side. So yeah, anyway, I've just really been enjoying it. I like all the different colors. Things don't last in their formula, in their collect. Like if I have a few staples that they do have kind of all the time because they're just like favorite colors and whatnot, but they do tend to like they tend to swap them out and then bring something similar back. That's usually kind of their thing, which I'm fine with. Like it's not, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying. But I have a ton of almost all of my nail polishes that I have in them look used, and I only have like one or two that look like I haven't used them very much, which are probably just shade preference. But most of them, like even this one, I just grabbed one that I think it's like somewhere around here. It's probably one of my least used ones that I have. That's actually because I have a few different like black and black adjacent sets from them. So there's that. A new favorite, and I'm surprised that I'm putting this in here, but is this Khol liners from Vango. Because Vango, the brand itself, hasn't been around for all that long, but this is a very interesting shade. I for a long time have been wanting something that I can like smudge, and that is exactly what this is. And it does, because I just feel like with eyeshadow it can get out of hand. If I use a regular pencil liner, I just feel like it doesn't blend as much. Yeah, like it just doesn't blend quite the way I want it to blend, and it doesn't quite smudge, like actually look smudge. But this, look at this. I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer to you guys. Actually, I'm gonna switch mirror so I can give you guys a better look, because I'm also like extremely blind. But do you guys see that? Like it just smudges, like actually smudges. You have playtime. You have a ton of playtime. Come on. This is interesting. I do think this is, you do have to like set it with like another shadow, like an eyeshadow powder if you have it, but you definitely don't have to. It's just been really interesting. I bought the brown shade, which is a little too light for this eye look, because this brown is a little smokier than I was intending it to be. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to like do this off camera and come right back. Since I said that you have to like set it, I do wanna just kind of like note that I've never actually not set it, so I've never actually tried it on its own to see how it would do on its own. Just want to put that out there. I'm actually not going to set it today because I'm honestly not going anywhere. I'm just going to put a little bit of the glitter topper just for the effect here, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to be here in my house. I got to film this video, film another video, edit them. I'm almost done with laundry. So yeah. But yeah, this eyeliner is just, this is a very interesting formula, and I don't think I have anything like it. I'm sure it's not a new concept. I feel like Khol liners have been around. I don't know that they were like available for everyone all the time. So just kind of want to put that out there. For color corrector and concealer, this is not a surprise to anyone. This is another old favorite, but Natasha, criminal, just absolutely criminal. My only concern with these is the packaging. It's a bit messy, and I don't particularly love that, and I feel like they're a bit expensive. I mean, I think they're each like $28 or $30, something like that, but I'm gonna do one eye at a time, which is not something I normally would do. But I just want to show you guys, I'm insomniac, I don't sleep well. Everyone here knows it. This is not news to the world, and my dark circles are intense. I have not slept in decades. I have not slept properly in decades. And even this one, actually, I think my dark circles are a little bit killing right now. So I'm just gonna put a second layer and just really concentrate it right here. But look at that difference. I have like my mirror underneath, so I'm not looking like right on camera, that's why. And granted, also, I can't see from far away, but I can see like the color difference here, and my dark circles are dark. Okay, they're dark, and it's working. Okay, it's doing something, and I'm here for that. Okay, so we're gonna just do the other side real quick. You know what's sad about this is that, like I said, I'm not going anywhere, but I know for a fact I'm gonna love this look, and it's not gonna go anywhere. But it is what it is. It's really gloomy outside. I hope the lighting is not too bad, guys. I'm really hoping and praying for it. Okay, there we go. All right. This one's a little rough. We might need a second coat right here. It's beast like them sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I just need one coat and I'm good. And sometimes I'm like, my eyes are just bad. I have not, the last few days in particular. I've actually, for the last few months, have been doing really good with my sleeping. And I don't know what happened this week. It all went to shit. It all went to shit so bad. I think I've been averaging about 4 hours of sleep the last like 3-4 days. So we're roughing it a little bit. And that's okay. And then here I have my concealer, which honestly, this one's a little dark for me right now. I didn't realize how pale I was until recently, but I am in the shade N9. I did end up buying the Natasha Denona foundation. I ended up buying it in the same N9 shade, which is not really my perfect shade, but that's okay. It's okay. I do think she needs to go back to the lab and come up with more colors, because the colors that she came out with are not. I couldn't find an olive shade or a true neutral shade. I feel like this one's a little gray. It doesn't quite capture the oliveness of my undertone, but we're getting sidetracked. We're talking about these two. These, fabulous. Okay, it's because I have another concealer that has more pigment than this, but I think it's the color corrector that I don't need more pigment. And they are pretty light and lightweight, and I just feel like I don't need more. For foundation, you guys, I've talked about this foundation like how many times? I talk about it all the time. This is not going to be the right foundation formula for everybody. It works for me because my skin is dry in the desert, and I quite honestly I actually don't create any oils at all. I'm only going to do half my face because I wanted to show you guys, because when I put it to my face right now and I see it, I'm like, this doesn't look like it's going to be my shade. It looks a little like the green pigment is kind of strong, but it works. I bought, because of the Black Friday sale, I bought this trio from BK Beauty, and I want to try it. I'm actually opening the box. Oh, the one came out. This one came out. I'm opening the box right now, and I just really want to try these. Okay, we'll put that away later. I'm gonna try this big brush. I have one of them, but I think I got the size that's a little bit smaller than this one. But anyway, see, I said it looks a little funky at first, and it doesn't have the most pigment. I will say that. Like, this feels like, they say it's a foundation, but it feels like a tinted moisturizer. But do you guys see that? Like, it's a little light because my forehead's always a little dark, but it fits the rest of my skin just fine. And then when I'm looking at it from here, this looks just a little bit more corrected. It doesn't have a lot of tint to it. I will say that. It feels like a tinted moisturizer, and it's my skin tone. That's my skin tone. I don't even know where it went. Like, it's perfect. I love that. I don't know why I'm so out of breath, guys. And I'm literally doing nothing but just sitting here. It is quite runny. It's like running down here. But yeah, I really love that foundation. I really do. It does feel like a tinted moisturizer. I have heard some people say like, oh, you can't, like, it doesn't quite set ever. Like, you have to like really powder it. With my really dry skin, that's not really a concern for me, because my skin will dry it. Give it an hour, but it will dry down for me, just because my skin doesn't create any oils, like I said. And so I never have problem with my makeup not lasting, because my makeup starts absorbing. So no matter what, I will always look matte by the end of the day. But this just feels, it feels nice. It feels lightweight. Sometimes I don't know if it's because it's like my right shade match. I'm like, I wonder if there's any pigment on this at all, because I know it's like coverage is not a high coverage, but because it is like my perfect match, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, is there any pigment on that? Like, I don't know. But yeah, this is a fit. This is a fit. It's not the most long wearing, but when it matches your skin tone really well, it feels like that doesn't matter, because it's gonna fade gracefully, because it's gonna blend into your skin tone. Okay, new favorite for me. I've had this product for over a year, but only this year did I really start messing with it. Is the M Cosmetics So Soft Contour. That word escaped me. This is in the shade Terra. And I just was never into this contouring before. I don't know that it makes a huge difference, to be honest. But I've really been enjoying the product. I really have. I think I can see the difference. It's not like super, like it just blends really well. I think it leaves the right shading right there. So it just does something for me. It's new for me. I haven't tried a bunch of other color contours, so I don't know if there's something like better out there. But this one has been really nice. Like I've been really enjoying it. I'm debating like repurchasing it, which that's shocking to say. We do need to go into bronzer, and I'm gonna go on Project Top, and she's Sculpted. I don't know if it's because I'm project panning it or what it is, but I mean the pan is real. But again, I am project panning it. That was my intention, to like hit pan and use it. But it's a nice shade for me. It's just a little bit darker than my actual skin tone, which I prefer. I don't like it when it's too dark, because I feel like that feels still too stark, and like that doesn't feel like realistic. It's supposed to look like your sun kissed, but if it's like just orange and brown, you know, it's not quite like blending. But this one I feel like it's just a few shades darker where I can blend it in and it's just fine. What I don't like is that because it is a cream, I feel like I get shit on it. Like there's like a little gunk on it, and I try not to focus on that, but it's a little gross. Like I have sat down, and obviously because I have dogs, like their hair's in the ear, like you can't escape it. I have multiple times like ended up like having to like pull the hairs out of it. That's so disgusting. But the product still works fine. The product is fine. See that? Fine. So we're not gonna focus on that. For highlighter, no surprise, it's gonna be the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer. I really love this product. This is a product that got me into liquid highlighter, and this is how I realized that I love liquid highlighter. And it's just the perfect subtleness that I want and need. And I never project pan an item like this, but I mean, you know, actions speak louder than words, and I've been having a really easy time project panning this product. I have no concerns whatsoever, because I was also trying to project pan a powder highlighter, and I was struggling to kind of put it on. But this, no, it's like it's not a chore to grab it. It's not like I'm happy to put it on every day, and I'm not expecting anything else. I just want a subtle glow. That's it. Now, this next product, it's gonna be a little hard, mostly because it's not gonna match with the rest of the look. We're gonna get over that. I'm gonna have Beloved from Rare Beauty, specifically the shade Beloved. Now, I've loved this Rare Beauty blushes for a very long time, and honestly, the formula itself, one of my faves, so that's not a problem. But this shade particular, Beloved, I don't know what the fuck they put in this, but it is the best muted red, and I just need them to come out with this in a full-size formula. Honorable mention, also a red, Chamoy. It's like a reddish brown. This one's a little bit different. I'm gonna have to wipe this down like immediately after, and I know this is gonna be an absolute mess. Just messy, because this is so pigmented, obviously. I'm just gonna put them right next to each other so you guys can see the difference. So you have Beloved here at the top, and then you have Chamoy. So it's like a reddish brown. This one's a little bit more muted, and I really love this shade. You know, I really do. Okay, I do need to wipe this down. I know this is gonna be a mess. I just know it. I didn't think this through. My paper towel is underneath my camera. Not my smartest decision. That's okay. I do need you to trust the process, because this is gonna look a little insane for a second. Just trust the process. Trust the process. Are you telling me this muted red is not the best or most flattering color on my skin tone? I don't believe it. Like, I honestly don't believe it. I think I do have blush blindness, if that's the case. It's a little intense right now, but again, trust the process. Oof. Oof. Okay, we're just gonna blend this out. Immediately looks a lot better. But what's really gonna seal the deal is powder. For powder is going to be this Lunar Beauty powder. I honestly just, I've been loving the hell of it. It's a really good powder. I love traveling it with it because I love that it has a little like powder puff thingy for the powder. And it's small, but it's like the perfect size to get under my under eyes. I'm just gonna tap a little bit just to make sure. I did lend it to somebody a few weeks ago and it got a little messy, but that's okay, that's okay. Oh, just gorgeous. It flew into my eye. It flew into my eye. I picked up too much product. Okay, I'm just gonna, there's really nothing else here, but I'm just gonna grab that and like tap the excess off. Again, to my face. All right, gotta tap this one out now. I feel like something that I've been getting into this year again is pressed powder. And I've had the same one for years. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one, which I've never tried. I can't tell you what that one's like, but this one is really thin. And it's from number 7. It's the only product that I have for number 7. They used to sell number 7 at Target, and then Ulta came to Target, and then they do still carry it, but only online, from what I've noticed. I also bought a bunch of them because I thought they were going to discontinue for a while. So I haven't had to buy any in a while. And this is my second year with this same powder. Like, it does last a long time. But I just feel like it seems counterintuitive, but I do feel like you need to type off the excess powder with powder, which sounds really crazy, but I promise it makes a difference because sometimes I felt like it got streaky. And then once I switched to doing this, it's smooth. My under eyes look so smooth. And it's not something that I would do. But yeah, I'm trying not to grab too much powder because again, I don't, but you guys saw, I didn't grab too much powder. I have just a little bit. I put it there and then whatever excess I had, I put it everywhere else. And then just I put in a little powder in the brush just to swipe it away. And then whatever excess I have, I put it in the rest of my face. But powder is not something that I particularly prioritize just because, as I mentioned before, I have super dry skin. I don't produce oils at all throughout the day. So I'm not worried about my makeup going anywhere or particularly setting it. That's not really one of my concerns. Okay, we're gonna go with powder blush. Never thought I would say this, but this M Cosmetics one, they put something in it, or there's like some crazy juju on it because it is, okay, I'm back. I'm not really sure where the video stopped, but my battery died more than halfway through the video. I was last speaking about my preferred powder blush, which is this one right here from M Cosmetics. I actually did already put it on. I'm not really sure when the video stopped, so I had to just put my camera to charge, and I was just washing my makeup brushes while that was happening. So yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. I did finish my eye look, but I was still using the same Makeup Mario. But this is just, I just want to talk about this. It is most beautiful formula. I was just talking about, I feel like they need to expand their shades. I don't love all of the shades that they currently have. They have very limited because they do like full collections. I don't love those shades, but it is what it is. I don't, this is just a beautiful, lovely formula. It is domed, and I have like flattened it out a little bit. I don't use it as much as I want to, but I love this product. So that was an easy one. I don't have any powder highlighter, but if I had to pick one, it would be Opal from Persona Cosmetics. Just kind of more of an honorable mention. I don't feel like I've used enough powder bronzer this year because I mostly did Key from Ofra. That was a collab, and I just recently started, like, because I just finished that very recently. I just recently started using more, so I don't think I have one for this year, even though I honestly only own 2 powder bronzers. This one from Patrick Ta, which it comes in the little duo, which I do like. I think it's a nice shade. And I own the one from Milani Cosmetics, which I also really like. But I haven't played with either enough to be able to like put it on. For a very long time, the Rare Beauty mascara was like my tried and true. And I don't know what happened this year, but I decided to try this one from e.l.f. Cosmetics because I just heard a lot of really good things about it. And I really liked it. And now, because this is a really dry formula, I guess because it's supposed to be tubing. I don't know if it's actually tubing because the way I take off my makeup, I just put like the gel all over it and I just like really break it up. So I don't do the traditional like thing where like you're supposed to like tube it out. So I haven't actually tried that. I don't know. But I really like it. I do like a more wispy mascara. I don't like overly dramatic. Because I have long lashes. My biggest thing is that my lashes go down, not up. I do think it does a decent job of keeping them up without being like waterproof. And I really enjoy this. I'm personally surprised. And now I have bought this. I used this at the beginning of the year. I had one more Rare Beauty mascara. So I went back to the Rare Beauty because I switch my mascara every 4 months. And all of a sudden I was like, this Rare Beauty mascara is really wet. In comparison, this is really wet. It's still a beautiful mascara and I still really love it. I don't think you're gonna go wrong with that mascara. It's just so wonderful. But this e.l.f. one just like stole the game for me and I was not expecting that. I really, really enjoy it. So that was a nice surprise. I do want to give an honorable mention to Single Eyeshadow by saying this one right here from Myricks. Now I do want to say specifically mid-century because I have heard that there is inconsistencies depending on the shade, but this mid-century, I really do enjoy this shade in particular. So just want to put that out there. I think that's everything. Oh no, my brow gel. For a very long time, the only thing I ever did was just put brow gel, just enough to like, just set my hairs. I have really thick eyebrows, so I don't particularly think I need to like fill them in or anything like that. But then, I don't know, I tried this one from Persona Cosmetics and honestly, it's way more pigmented than the one that I was trying from ColourPop. And I kind of see the appeal. Like, I do feel like it like fills it in a little bit without doing like too much. Because again, I have really full eyebrows, so I don't think like I need it. But here, like, you can tell like a difference. It's just a little bit darker. And I don't know, I think it's kind of nice. I think it does a really decent job at keeping my eyebrows in place where I'm not particularly worried about it throughout the day. So that's really my main thing. Like I have really nice thick eyebrows, so I don't worry about that too much. I did just open this tube, so it's a little overzealous. So just kind of take a little bit of the extra off. There you go. So, but I honestly really like that brow gel. But brows is really not my category. Like that's not me. All right, now lip liner is something that I've had in the past. I have used them, but I never really like got it. Like I didn't get the appeal of a lip liner until this year. Like this is the year that I got into lip liners. I understood the hype. I'm like, oh, I'm on the trend. I see the appeal. I see how we can use it. How we can like manipulate it. Like I'm on it. Like Vogue. Okay, I'm in it. That being said, I really like this one from Persona Cosmetics. And I've had this for a long time, but I never really like took the time to play with these because I was trying to project pan these other shades that just honestly didn't work for me and that I didn't particularly like. So it made me just turn away from lip liner in general. And then I started earlier this year project pan one from ColourPop, which I like the ColourPop formula. But the shade actually worked. The shade worked for me and it was pleasant. And that was the real difference here. So I don't particularly have a favorite from them, but I'm gonna use Marrakesh because it works better for my lip product that I'm gonna use. Although this lip product will not match the rest of my look. We're just gonna forget that. All right, I just love how creamy it is, and I feel like from what I've heard online, I don't think I can talk and do this at the same time. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. So from what I've heard of, I feel like lip liner is more of like one of those like it's up to you what you prefer. I've heard pretty people say like I really like something that it's really thin that I can like, you know, like blend out like this. That is not as long lasting. So there's that. Or I've started people like, oh, I really like some really stiff ones that they're not going anywhere. That's not my preference, I can tell you that right now. I do prefer something that is long lasting. These are actually really long lasting, but I have a little wiggle room. So like this one, I have a little wiggle room. Like right now, I just like blended it out and I think it looks gorgeous, just blend out. And honestly, this with gloss, you're good to go. It just kind of similar to what I'm gonna do. I've said this for many, many years. I absolutely love these tinted lip oils from Rare Beauty. They're kind of like a tinted, like they're actually gonna stain. It's like a tinted lip oil stain. Like it doesn't say it, but I'm telling you right now, it's gonna stain. And it just like beautiful. I'm actually currently have the shade Serenity. Delight is technically my favorite. Delight and Serenity is kind of my favorite. But I finished Delight earlier this year. I was not expecting that. It kind of caught me by surprise. Actually repurchased it. It's on its way to me right now. I also already repurchased this Serenity because this one, I can feel it. It's on its way out too. But Serenity is just a gorgeous warm rose. And whatever shade you originally see on this lip oils, just know that it's not gonna, once it like dries down, it's gonna dry down into a slightly more muted shade than whatever it is that you have. There you go. I just love it because it's glossy. It's honestly gonna wear beautifully because it's gonna stain. And it's just a gorgeous, it's just gorgeous from that. It's super comfortable. You don't really feel like you have it on. I don't think it's one of those that you can put too much. It's not like blobby. It's not gonna have like those streaks or anything. I honestly just really love this formula. I don't think they get enough attention. This is wonderful. My favorite formula. I have a lot of adjacent products to that. Like I have lip stains, or I have glosses, or I have like tinted lip balms. And I feel like this does all three all at once. Versus with other ones, I would put a lip stain, I'll put the lip liner, put the lip stain, and then I'll wait for the lip stain to like dry down, blot it, and then put a lip gloss or a tinted lip balm on top. And I feel like this just does all three all at once. Those are, I will say, all three of those, a pigmented lip gloss, because this is honestly really pigmented. All of them are. I think she has some that are a little bit lighter, but I do have multiple shades. All of them are quite pigmented that I own. I love that they're pigmented because I don't particularly like clear products, so I like it more than a gloss because of that. I like tinted lip balms, but I do feel like those tend to like blend away quite quickly, and then you're constantly having to reapply it because this is a stain. It does stay hydrating on for much longer. I just feel like it stays on, and even if it does dry down or it kind of like goes away, because it has a stain, I don't particularly have to reapply it, so it has the longevity of a lip stain, which brings me to lip stain. I just feel like lip stains can be a little flat, and I don't necessarily like to wear a lip stain like on its own. I do like to reapply it per se so that it stays glossy, because most lip stains stay a little glossy for a little while. But this is like, it has like all three of my favorite formulas all in one, and it's just honestly really wonderful. That's all I have to say about that. And the last product, I don't even want to talk about it, but I guess I do. It's my moisturizer, my setting spray. I have recently bought the Rare Beauty one. I'm waiting to finish this one. It has a tiny little bit. I hope I can finish in the next couple of weeks. But this one's the one from ColourPop. Honestly, it's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this product. I don't know that it does a lot. I'm just putting it on for the sake of putting it on. I probably should have moved that a little further away, my mirror. But honestly, it's just, I have dry skin, so I just want to dewy everything up a little bit and just honestly, this foundation already dried up. I set a timer for 30 minutes to let my camera charge and me do my brushes, and it looks wonderful. I will say though, the sun came out, so I'm sure it looks a little bit brighter than it did earlier. The sun came out. It was super gloomy earlier, but anyway, this is the finished product with all of my favorites of 2025. I really like it. And if I can say, like, if there's anything like for you to take away from this video, is that I love this lip product. No, honestly, I really do love all of my makeup. I don't think I own bad makeup, and I am trying to be very careful when I do purchase makeup, because I want to buy things that I know I'm gonna like. That's why I don't do reviews, because I don't want to just buy for the sake of buying. I want to buy and know that I'm gonna buy a good product. So yeah, please do not forget to like and subscribe. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.